The pea soup. Yes. Yeah. So cool. What are the chances that we run into you? Yeah. Yeah, so I said it's his brother. So Stuart, who was behind it, he needs services.
You know what? The last week before we went to we went to
Right. He's lost a lot of weight.
Well, I feel like
What's
I made a drive from Costco.
Right.
Where's he going to go?
He's actually just replaced some of his windows with the seals that being on. No, matter of fact, he's the one who stepped up at the meeting in the neighborhood where all the youngsters were complaining about his house. He says, you have no idea. Since they built the house. Because they've grown so much, so we see cars coming from the right side. So we take the trees out and Barnaby, the trees coming up. So they took a boat, and it was the only boat that ever stayed up there. So they took a boat, the only boat that ever stayed. I said, you know, I'm going to go home soon.
Bob looking up saw them she has a chance to
As a matter of fact, when we were building the house, she was so lazy that she went in and got up on the deck and was trying to get to look into the first floor. And we had an alarm and she set off the alarm.
Oh my God, I don't do that either.
That's an explanation.
I mean, you took that lot, it was a challenge lot.
Alright guys, you ready to get started? Yes. Everybody got food? We got the important stuff? Out of the way.
Today's up 5.
Good, how you doing?
Good, it was so fun to see you the other day.
Yeah, it was great.
You have lunch, right?
I will.
Okay, good.
I was just humiliated when Mrs. Bites.
Always nice. Alright, so ask everybody to take your seats. Welcome to business meeting. How's everybody today?
Excellent.
Alright, so it's been a challenging week in our world right now. I know I've talked to lots of people, lots of different feelings up and down. I know that I certainly do with all the things going on in our country and around the world. So we're going to start with tell me something good, and I want to hear great things today. Let's change that energy for everybody. So who's got good stuff to share? Steve, are you gesturing or offering a good thing?
I was gesturing.
Okay. Susan, please, start us off.
So I went on vacation, which I never do, but I asked if anyone else would kind of handle my business while I was gone. She said absolutely. So that was good. And then I posted that I would love to see somebody hold my listing open. And I got a response from Darren Sears, and I said absolutely go for it. So he thought it might be smart to go there before the open house to see how many signs he needed and do the right thing. He called me and said there was water streaming down the walls.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so he turned the water off, which I would not have said. Took pictures, texted me, showed me everything. He was just amazing. And I said, Darren, how do you know to turn off the water? He goes, well, I'm just saying about that. Yeah. Okay, good. So no open house, but when Connie helped me get contractors in there while I was gone, and it could have been way worse if it had not been for Darren. So I don't know Darren, but if you don't see him, let him know that I got he's my hero.
Cheers for Peers. Amazing things our partners have done. Please.
So Donna McClure has a new listing. She's got my loft on the market. So if you're looking for a really great looking loft that was just renovated, Donna McClure. She's been so awesome. She made it so easy to list it, and I was like, I said, I'm not gonna be that pain seller. And she was like, you're being that pain seller. And I was like, okay, I promise to not be. So she was like, okay, you just sit back and let me do the work. So she's awesome, as you guys know. She's really awesome. I'm really excited to work with her again. So,
All right, best of luck with that. Let's give her a hand. Beautiful, I can verify.
I can say.
Yeah.
All right, who else has got great news to share today? Oh, come on, there's gotta be good stuff. Who took a new listing this week? Hands raised, okay, got a couple. Who had a new buyer this week? Who had something go under contract this week? Yeah, all good stuff, right? What else do you want to share? Let's have one more great something today. All right, Bill.
I have a listing that's been shown 10 times in 5 days. So
Wow.
I think this one sells.
Nice, love it. All right, awesome. So now we're going to jump right in. Let's start with our wonderful lunch sponsor today, Carrie Smith at American Home Warranty. Brought the great spread in the back and the wonderful fall goodies.
How's everyone doing today? Thanks for having me, guys. I was telling Cece that this week has been a little bit of a odd week. What you all say, just the the energy level. I have to say that I'm guilty that when I was waking up this morning, I was trying to get pumped up and try this awesome fruit today. Am I going to do my armpit story, or am I going to come in as a real funky and be all crazy and funny? Because I'm all about being funny. And it was really hard for me. I was like, okay, well, I'm not feeling the funniness. I'll put it down. But I felt like in lieu of, what has happened this weekend, which adversely affected us, so I don't know how it affected you guys. With September being Visitor Safety Month, I brought in these little handy safety whistles for you guys. I know we're a couple of days over the September mark, but I thought these would be a little fun handouts for you all. But and for those who know me and we're Facebook buddies, you guys know I have a huge social presence out there with Being Fun. And I thought it would be fun for you guys to be the very first office that I do this with, taking a video of you all using your whistles with this awesome meeting today. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. Well, if you guys can get out your whistles, I would like to see you. I'm all about being loud. Once you guys open up, you guys have a whistle, right? Anybody don't have a whistle? You guys have a So everybody's ready with the whistle, right?
I got all the whistles.
All right. Okay, so on the count of 3, I'm gonna hand around my camera there. Pull out your whistle. If I'm not remembered by her warranties, you guys are gonna be like, the whistle lady. All right, so on the count of 3, we're all gonna blow our whistles and ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you guys for participating in that. As far as with, who likes free stuff? I know I do. As far as with come nicely printed. Some of them are branded. With your picture, you can upload your picture and your team logo, your California logo. We have a quarterly newsletter. You can also download it as a PDF if you go green, and you can send it to your clients that way as well. Seasonal maintenance checklist. We have open house feedback forms that you can bring in. Let's see, relationships, building your relationships, going on, things of that nature. We have a home maintenance guide that you can also bring in with your headshot and logo. We have these nice card stock certificates. There's nice hard stock, paper to where if you do order, I'm so sorry, this is hard to tell me, isn't it? If you do order a warranty from us, that you can have these ordered instead of printing off the typical invoice, which is a little bit confusing to just regular people, that you can print these cardstock copies off, write the order number in, and present that to your clients after closing. But definitely check that out. It's all for free. You have up to 25 you can add to your cart. And they ship for free. You just plug in your address, either here, in your home, or wherever, and you get that stuff for free. So go in, check it out. If you have any questions once you log in or trying to log in, let me know, and I'm happy to help any way I can. As you know, I'm not the info commercial. I appreciate being a preferred vendor here at Keller Williams for Savannah. I'm here as a resource. Definitely give your clients choices and options out there. Take that liability off of your shoulders. We do recommend only one company only. If they're not using us, I still like to answer their questions regarding home warranties. Take that liability off of your shoulders. And I'm here to sit. Thanks so much for having me, you guys. It's been a pleasure seeing you all.
Rebranded Starkey, so he's got a lot to tell us about.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, certainty.
Like Bon Jovi said, you know, it's all the same, only the name is changed. Some of y'all maybe show on my age. So, Starkey Mortgage, we rebranded to Certainty Home Loans. Our marketing department did all this market research, found that was a more appealing name than Starkey Mortgage. I don't know, you know, that's not my deal. I don't know anything about that world. But Bill Starkey started our company way back in 2000. And he has been gone from the company since 2008. So it was something that they wanted to change anyway, just because he wasn't involved with it. So Certainty Home Loans is who we are now. It's the same ownership, same management, same team, same everything, just the name has changed. So I wanted to let you guys know that. Walk by my office and see, like, wait a minute, where's Starkey? And I told everybody, I still leave messages like, hey, this is JD with Starkey all week. So it'll take a little bit to get used to, but that's who we are. I've got new cards outside our door. If you want to get that, my phone number's still the same. You can always give me a call that way or text. Wanted to talk real quick about gift funds. That is typically one of the harder pieces for a borrower to get accurate in a mortgage transaction. So a borrower can get a gift from a family member or relative for the entire down payment, part of the down payment, whatever. There's no restriction on that. But what happens a lot of times is they start transferring money. So mom and dad start transferring money to the borrower, and it becomes really difficult to track that money and trace that money. Because when they do that, I have to get a bank statement from the borrower that shows the money's there. Then I have to get a bank statement from the parents showing that they had the money. And if there's a crazy deposit in their parents' account, then I have to track down where that came from as well. So when you're out and about with your clients, if they say, hey, I'm going to get a gift, if you hear that, talk to the lender before they move any money. We make it really easy where all we need is a gift letter from the gift donor, and then they wire the money straight to the attorney. So I don't have to get mom and dad's bank account statement and look in there, which they like. But some lenders are different. Some lenders are going to always require that they show that they had the money to give. So if you hear it, let's don't transfer money around. Just hold tight off your lenders before they do that. And just know, if they ask you, yes, you can get a gift on most loan programs. We do it all the time. If you have buyers that are struggling with a down payment, bring it up. Hey, if you have someone who can give you a gift. If they do, then let's see what happens. If you guys have any questions, if I can help you out with any buyers, let me know. Glad to do it.
Now, Dawn Dwyer with McManamy, you want to?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, here too.
Come with me.
Hey guys, so I just have one quick announcement. It's about our cookout tomorrow. I think you probably all already heard about it. Flyers are out for everybody, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have the big grill, it's gonna be right out here. So everybody can wear their favorite, whatever they want to wear to support their favorite team. We're gonna do it around 12:30, I think. So, yeah, just, hope everybody can make it. And also, I'm right upstairs, with the band meeting before 50.
Patrick and Brenda love getting on that grill, so come on out. They enjoy it so much. It'll be a beautiful day. I'm sure it'll be a wonderful time. So back to the works element of things. I have a little handout out. It's about the importance of legal descriptions. We have just been getting kind of a lot of contracts, a little bit higher than normal, that don't have a good legal description, either attached or referenced. So that would be worth going over. Doesn't mean it's from you guys, but just in general, we're getting a lot more of that. You have three options. We kind of feel like 3 is the last option because there's just so much room for error with transcribing numbers and things over. So you can do it, of course, but really option 1 and option 2 are our best. And we really like to use the legal description from the seller's purchase, their vesting deed. Sometimes the seller, the listing agent will have that and that's easy, but if they don't, just don't be afraid to call or email us at Alpharetta team at mmhfirm.com. We'll be happy to help get it for you, or if you've got a pre-closer in Buckhead that you know, email them, email me, anybody. We will be happy to do that for you. And it's really, really important because if somebody wants to get out of this contract, that's the easiest way out. If it doesn't have a good legal description. So you don't have a binding contract if you don't have a legal description. So make sure you're protecting your clients and getting that. I know sometimes people have come to terms that they haven't gotten that, and I've had the question, can we just say, legal description to be provided within 24 hours? It's not the best, but it's certainly fine. And I would actually put the onus on the other party to get it, because that way it's sort of, that if they didn't get it, you kind of got them in sort of a non-compliant position. But either way, whoever's in the best position to get it, we should just let them get it, I guess. But that's another tip. I guess the only other thing I would mention is if you are working with people in land, like acreage situations, know that the legal description is going to be of great importance there. In our subdivisions, our lovely subdivisions in most of Atlanta, it's real simple. But if you've got like somebody that owns some land and then it was broken down into a smaller piece, I would really strongly suggest that you reach out to one of us or whoever, an attorney, to look at that legal description or survey and make sure that everybody knows what we're talking about when we're talking about this purchase. Because I have seen it come back where they thought that the fence was the boundary line and it's not. Because as you know, sometimes fences are not where the actual lines of the lots are. So that's just another tip. And if you have any questions at all, don't be afraid to reach out. And again, the Alpharetta team at mmhfirm.com email is on that handout. So keep that in. Thank you.
All right, so Celia and Bailey are going to do our announcements and the classes coming soon.
So Ignite started on Monday. We have quite a few in our Ignite class. And know that this time Ignite can be starting in the mornings, except for on Wednesdays from 9 to 11:30. And then on Wednesdays it's going to be from 1:30 to 3 o'clock. So if you need to sign up, just email me and I'll send you the link and show up after business meeting. Then they talked about the cookout tomorrow, but there are a few pieces to this. During the cookout, we also are going to be introducing coaching, and that's gonna start at 11 o'clock. We'll meet in this room, and then around 12:30, we'll go outside for the cookout. So all are encouraged to come to all three parts. We'll have the coaching, the cookout, and then the other part is just to wear your team colors or jersey, whatever you would like to wear tomorrow. Okay? And then we have the last Hispanic Mastermind of the year. This will be on, we'll have a little football there, on Thursday the 5th from 1 to 2 o'clock. So clearly you need to come to the cookout tomorrow night. So that's from 1 to 2, and that's in the Internet Cafe.
They do speak some English.
Yes, they do speak English.
Not gonna let that.
Okay, and then again, Fiona, y'all had a great turnout yesterday, a great class for the contract or the sign, seal, deliver. This is every Tuesday, Thursday from 10 to 11 o'clock. If you need a little refresher on how to fill out a contract or have questions on where to even get started, this is the class that you should be coming to, our workshop. It's a little hands-on. Fiona, is there anything you want to say regarding this?
Tomorrow, just so we know, we're doing the second part of the amendment to address concerns. It's such a huge topic.
Okay, great, thank you. Awesome. So definitely come to that. You can come to this course before you go to the cookout or come to the coaching program. And then I saw Shannon. Right, there you are. Wine tasting. Next Tuesday. Do we still have spots available?
There was, when I sent it out, there was 3,
Okay.
but we really may have 2, but we still will take 3. So come out, have fun. Just come out and have a drink. You're not getting drunk. So it's just little samples. I'm not coming here.
Who is it that's conducting it for us, Shannon? Good job, Hannah.
You know what? I can't, to be honest with you, I can't remember her name. Paula has her name, and I couldn't remember. She couldn't even remember when I last asked. She had to go back and look. But from my understanding, the wines are really good, and we're going to have snacks, and it's just a way to get to know each other and talk, and you can even just talk about business and bounce stuff off each other, or just whatever. Like, just come on out. It'll be fun.
Happy hour. Thank you. Yes, so happy hour 4:45 to 6:45 is going to be here in this room, and the cost is $15. So if you are interested, go ahead and email Shannon, so she'll get you on the list. And want to let y'all know that we have an upcoming CE class in the month of October. It's going to be on license law, which hopefully you know you need in order to renew your license every 4 years. Dan Ellington's going to be teaching this on Monday, October 16th from 1 to 4 o'clock. I've created an Eventbrite link already for this, so if you're interested in attending, want to go and sign up today, just email me for the link, and then I will be sending it out as well. Then I've included some of the Ignite schedule and upcoming classes. I went ahead and included everything until next Friday because we have a lot going on. So I want to make sure you know what's happening at our market center. After this, we have Build Your Business here in this room from 1:30 to 3. I mentioned already, so Sign, Seal, Deliver will be tomorrow, Thursday, from 10 to 11:15 in the, y'all are in the Internet Cafe, aren't
Yes.
you? Okay, so only correction there is the Internet Cafe. Then on Friday, the Ignite topic is Find Your Business from 9 to 11:30 in the main training room. Then we have Monty's class. Show of hands, who's been to Monty's class on Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Yes? Did y'all learn? Becca? Okay, perfect. Did y'all learn a lot in that class? Great. So I encourage y'all to attend that. It's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 10 to 10:30. You learn the processes for the MCA department, which do with earnest money, dot loop, and each day is different. So you would need to come to one of each of those. That's from 10 to 10:30 in the Internet Cafe. And then, let's see. So then on Tuesday, the Caravan Group. We started this actually a few months ago, and every Tuesday from 11:30 to 1 o'clock, they meet in the Internet Cafe. Someone always leads it. They pick a few homes that they're going to go preview, and then y'all all go together to preview the homes. So that's Tuesday from 11:30 to 1, but again, meet in the Internet Cafe. And then the one thing I want y'all to know, if you know someone who needs to go to orientation, I'm pretty good with keeping up with who hasn't or who has attended this, but I have switched the hours. So it is still on Tuesday, but it's going to be from 1 to 2:30. So if you need a refresher or know that someone needs to come to that, please encourage them to come on Tuesdays for the office orientation. And show of hands, who needs some work with dot loop? Yeah, there should be a few hands up. All right, so Barry Lawn is going to be teaching this dot loop from the agent's perspective. We think that's very important for y'all to know how to use it. So from 10:30 to 11, which follows Monty's class, Barry's going to be teaching in the Internet Cafe, and this is next Wednesday. And then for our Live Luxury members, this is a reminder that y'all have your Luxury Mastermind next Thursday, the 12th, from 9 to 12. This is for members only at the Cherokee Town Club. If you are interested in getting into luxury, see me or see Kira Carlin, who's the head of the Live Luxury group. We need to put you in contact with them because they do allow you to come to one of their meetings before joining. And then Lynn LaCraw, our compliance broker, she's going to be here next Friday to teach contracts with Renee Dillon. That's going to be from 10 to 1:30 in the main training room. So that is open to everyone. It's part of Ignite, but it's open to everyone. So do you want to do the cappers?
We can.
Okay.
All right, congratulations to our September cappers. Suzette Diaz, Scott Einfeld, Carrie Foster, Nancy Gilfiller, Deborah Harris. I don't think a single one of those people is here. Delmar, all right. Jennifer Hauser, Michelle Arstuza. Is that correct? Cindy Martell. Kylie always knows. I should put these people in Cindy. Great. Okay. More?
Okay. And we
There
have
we
our
go with our inspiration.
So from 2000, so this is for our monthly production. We for the GCI, #1 GCI for September was Joel Roberts, and that is what his GCI was last month.
Did that work for you?
And then #1 for closed units was Julie Budden, and that is for 13 units.
Wow.
And Joel Roberts again, that's the #1 closed volume. Way to go, Joel. You had a good month. And then #1 for written units, Julie again. So congratulations to their team. #1 written volume. That's what he wrote last month. Joel Roberts. And then #1 for listed units, Dominic Bamford. So congratulations, Dominic. And then #1 listed volume. She's a new agent, well, in the last 6 months. Yep, there you go. So good job, Erica. And then I'm going to invite Lakeisha actually to come up because we actually have something else that we want to reward y'all with, or at least recognize today, for our listing competition.
Is this the productivity committee here? Okay, I guess I'm here. All right. Good morning, guys. I'm Lakeisha Knight. I'm on your AOC here at First Atlanta. I'm also chair of the productivity committee, and I am happy to announce that our listing competition is complete. It ended August the 31st. We had a goal to take at least 75 listings, and we took 87 listings. So in the listing competition, it ran July 1st through August 31st, and we just had amazing numbers. So I would like to recognize some folks that are actually the winners of the competition, and they get our good prizes. So here we go. The actual winning team was headed by the lovely Lisa Bice. They killed it with a total of 24 listings. Come on up, Lisa.
You want to come on up?
And also on Lisa's team, supporting was Shannon Grandison, Sabine Grant, Chad Hecox, Steve Jansky, Lauren Kamani, Susan Knight, Alan Rothenberg, Greg So they took the most amount of listings with 24. So give them a round of applause. And actually get as a group outing, they get to go and enjoy the Circle of Lake. Show they go to, so that should be a good time. The shining superstar on her team. I just owe this lady so many accolades. She had an awesome year of transition and rebirthed her business and managed to take 9 listings. Yep. That's Heather Cummings. Awesome job this year. I mean, it was just back-to-back listings. She was like, I didn't even know I was doing well. I was like, it took 9 listings. She is actually the winner of a cruise. She gets to speak where she goes, airfare included. Her and her hubby get to go somewhere nice. This is our lottery. So congratulations to everybody. You guys did an awesome job. So thank you.
Great job.
All right, so now we're going to get into the meat of our conversation for today. Show of hands, how many of you have read The One Thing? How many of you read it like I did and tried to read it cover to cover and struggled with all the cool ideas and all the stuff that's in it? Because I darn sure struggled with it, right? So Fiona and I had the opportunity about 2 months ago to go hear Holly Prescott do the Business by the Book workshop. And the morning half of it was all going through The One Thing. And the first thing she said that I wrote down in really big letters and highlighted, this thing's an operations manual. Why are you reading it cover to cover? And it was like a light bulb came on over my head. And FJ's nodding in the back because I know she had the same reaction to it that I did. What if we started to look at this as an operations manual, meaning that we take it in chunks and we get the information and the tools out of it that we need for this moment, and then we build on it step by step? How would that sound as a different way to look at this book? Yes.
Very good.
Maybe. Feedback. Yeah? Okay. So what we're going to do today is start with the first couple of tools in this book that build off of all of that MREA2 business planning you did last week. Today we're going to start to talk about setting goals, and more importantly, goal setting to the now. That's what they call it in the book. And what that means is, I've got a far off someday goal, something I want to achieve. What am I going to do today? That's the first step along that journey. We've got a couple exercises we're going to do together to help all of us figure that out. Sound good? And then even cooler, next week, our listing contest winner, Heather, is going to come and teach us the next 2 steps in this, which is using the GPS and the 411. So today is setting goals. We're going to give you a week to let that marinate. And the book actually teaches us, go talk to the people who are important in your life, because your goals and your activities will impact them. Fair enough? So we want you to think about this and really chew on it for the next week, and then Heather's going to come in next Wednesday and teach us how to actually break that down into our action list. Sound like a plan? All right, so how many of you already have a copy of this book? Anybody want another one? Anybody who doesn't have one yet want it? So here's the deal, I got one. I'm going to give away today. So we're going to pass around a bowl, and we're going to take up donations for Sandy Springs Cares. If you got all you got on you is a dime, throw it in the bowl. Every bit helps. Yeah? So donations to Sandy Springs Cares, and toss your business card in the bowl. And we're going to give away a copy of the book to whoever Celia comes and draws out of the bowl. How's that sound? All right, who's ready to win a book? We're just going to send this around the room.
Bring your business card.
Yeah, make sure you have a business card. I can't throw money out and figure out who put it in. Alright, well that's going around. We got a list here. We're going to start passing out handouts with today's exercises. There are 2 pages, guys, exercise 1 and 2, so make sure you get both.
You gotta have a card? Yeah. On a card, you put your name on it? Probably got the card. You got to go in the CD. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well,
This is the first one.
Alright, there's somebody who's sitting over here.
but take that. I already have one. I haven't had one.
Got it.
No, I already have one.
There you go. I promise. Look at that. Oh, you have one? Did you get it? Did you get it?
It was over in the corner.
Oh, hysterical.
I guess I stole it then.
Yeah.
No, you won't. But if you do both of them,
Alright, did everybody get exercise 1 and 2? Each of them 2 pages. Alright, where's my bowl? Where's the bowl, y'all? Where the bowl went down? Oh, there it is. So everybody's thrown in that wants to win this book, right? Celia, you come to the honors and draw the winner. Well, what I'm going to do is pull off the cards.
Get somebody else to get the numbers.
Oh, I know.
Those things are set.
Okay, here we go. Big D. That's because yours is all lost though, right? All right, so who's our winner? Mitzi Henderson.
Yeah, Mike, that's right.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's why I have so much for this.
That's cool. He was really good time. So he was the only guy in the other
All right, so let's jump into learning a little bit about using this book as an operations manual. We're going to start off with a video that gives us a really good overview, far better than what I did. So,
I recently read the book The One Thing by
I
author.
have no volume. I want to fix that. It's not here. Nothing like equipment that just pull, swing it.
It's probably on the actual scare.
Promise it's a good video.
I recently read the book, The One Thing. I recently read the book, The One Thing, by authors Gary Keller and Jay Papasan. Gary is the founder of the largest real estate agency in the United States, Keller Williams. He is also a best-selling author and a successful business coach. Over the years, he's learned to achieve success in a rather unconventional way. You see, after college, Gary got into the real estate industry and was hell-bent on being the best in his field. He bought into the philosophy that if you're going to succeed, you need to juggle many things and take on many responsibilities. Each morning, he would listen to an inspirational theme song just to pump himself up, to get ready for the torrent of demands that would come his way. Gary ended up dissipating his energy so far and stretching his attention so thin that he eventually burned out. Gary says, "It got me success and it got me sick. Eventually, it got me sick of success." At that point in his career, he decided to try a different approach. He intentionally started focusing on fewer things. He says, "I challenged the axioms of success, and guess what? I became more successful than I ever dreamed possible, and felt better than I ever felt in my life." He realized that people achieve success in spite of doing many things, not because they do many things. As I read through the chapters trying to understand how focusing on less can help you achieve more, I was reminded of a chart that I came across in the book Quality Software Management by Gerald Weinberg. Gerald studied several software programmers over the course of several years and discovered that a significant percentage of programmers' productivity seemingly vanished when they focused on more than one project during the day. The more projects they took on, the more time seemed to vanish. By taking on 2 projects, they appeared to waste 20% of their day. When they were taking on 5 projects, 80% of their day was completely lost to non-productive activities. Gerald describes that loss in productivity as a result of context switching. Here's a simple exercise to help you understand the side effects of context switching. See how fast you can count from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that was just under 1 second. Now list the letters in the alphabet from A to E. A, B, C, E. That took about the same time. Now try to alternate between counting numbers and sequencing letters. 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D, 5E. Alternating my focus to complete both tasks took me twice as long as doing each task independently. Why is that? Both tasks are super easy and familiar to me. Why is there such a significant drop in my performance? But the book, The One Thing, describes that the extra time needed to switch your focus adds up because we need time to make the decision to switch, and we need to remember where we left off before we switched. We also need to recall the rules of executing a particular task. In the case of the software programmers, if a programmer needs to solve problems throughout the day on multiple projects, he or she was forced to spend mental processing power to figure out where they left off and what they needed to do within the constraints of that particular project. Whenever we have more than one priority at any given time, or are asked to manage more than one project throughout the day, we experience the energy-depleting, productivity-destroying effects of switching our focus. To minimize switching costs throughout the day, we need to get good at asking a question when we are tempted to focus on more than one priority at a time. Why a question? Well, questions direct our focus. They engage our critical thinking. When we ask a question, our brain will always try to answer it. Asking better questions allows our brain to come up with better answers. The question that stands at the heart of this book, and at the heart of your moment-by-moment effectiveness, is what one thing can I do such that by doing it makes everything else easier or unnecessary? Ask this question when you feel anxious or overwhelmed. Ask this question when you feel yourself getting distracted. Ask yourself this question over and over again until you develop laser-like focus. This question shapes our thinking 2 ways. First, it reminds us that if we want to be a peak performer, there is no such thing as having priorities. There is only one priority, one most important thing in this moment in time. Oftentimes, we think things are equally important because we have so many requests coming our way. A feeling of overwhelm makes everything seem urgent, and we mistake that urgency for importance. When you ask the question, what one thing can I do such that by doing it, everything else will become easier or unnecessary, causes you to pause and break the illusion that just because something feels urgent doesn't mean it's equally as important as everything else. When you ask the question enough, inevitably, one thing will rise to the surface, allowing everything else to fade away. The one thing that rises to the top is often the thing that most contributes to your purpose. Gary says, your purpose is simply the one thing you want your life to be about more than any other. It's what you want to be remembered for at the end of your career and at the end of your life. The second way that this question adjusts your focus is by making you think of the future impact of your actions. It turns out that when you knock over a single domino, it has the ability to knock over a subsequent domino that is 50% greater in size. You want the completion of your one thing to have the same domino effect on future things. You want to take the smallest action right now so that future actions that seem daunting are either easier or unnecessary. For example, let's say your priority is acquiring a new client for your business. Although there are many things that you could do to do this, the first small thing that you can do is 2 minutes of research on that client. That research will enable the eventual meeting to go smoothly, allow you to build rapport with that client, and make acquiring that client much easier. To paraphrase Gary Keller, the key to success isn't doing more, it's doing a few things really well. So stop paying switching costs and start asking the focusing question for the day. To stay focused on one thing at any given moment. Your goal is to ask the question enough times so you can confidently say, this is where I'm meant to be right now, doing exactly what I'm doing. That is the core message that I gathered from the one thing. If you are finding it hard to accept the fact that you need to focus on less in order to achieve more, I highly recommend picking up the book. If you would like a one-page PDF summary of the other insights that I got from this book, just click the link below and I'd be happy to email it to you. If you already subscribed to the free Productivity Game newsletter, this PDF is sitting in your inbox. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a productive day.
What do you think? Very good. You guys who've read through the book or even parts of it, what was the big message you got? Okay, resounding silence, that's a good way to start. What messages did you get from the book?
Figure out your why.
So your why or your purpose, like he calls it in here. Why does that matter?
Helps you find direction for your one thing.
So you focus on it.
The purpose starts us with what we're going to achieve. So in real estate, fourth quarter, what is it we start doing? Planning for next year, right? How many of you got to the MREA workshop last week? Okay, so a decent number. That one's going to come around again multiple times between now and the end of the year. Region's sending folks. It's in a couple other market centers. We're going to work on getting it here again too. So the MREA business plan is that purpose, at least in the context of our day jobs. Fair enough? Now, how do you actually take that plan? That's great. I'm going to earn $100,000 next year. I'm going to earn $1 million next year. I know that I need 3 appointments a week to achieve that. Now what we do is we use these tools to really figure out, okay, that purpose is $100,000, that purpose is 3 appointments a week, whatever you came up with your business plan. Now we're actually going to figure out the lead domino in the pack. So it's kind of cool. He started to talk about the domino. In the book, they go a little bit further. Here's what we're after with the domino part of it. We want to find that one teeny tiny first domino that we can do right now. Because that domino, like he said here, can knock over another domino 50% bigger. And bigger and bigger. And in the one thing book, this is kind of cool. If you start with one domino 1 inch tall, okay, little tiny one, how big's the next one? 1.5, and we go on the progression from there, right? Any guesses how far, how tall domino number 57 is in that progression? Only 57. It's a distance of from here to the moon. So we start with a 1 inch tall domino, and in only 57 steps we can reach the moon. Does that sound like a good plan for your business? Yes. So our goal today is to find that 1 inch domino for your business. So in the book, they talk about the marker's gone. In the book, they actually talk about The big giant picture, the one thing, what am I trying to achieve? So in real estate, what is it for you and for your business? Throw some stuff out there. What is your one thing for your business next year? And the year after, and the future? It's appointments,
Take listings.
closings, listings, what else? Lead generation, is it a certain amount of money? So our big picture, our big one thing, the someday goal is a big giant pie, isn't it? And it's a lot of work. If I said to you, go out of here today and go earn $100,000 today, how many of you think I'm crazy? What happens if I say, go out of here today and take one step towards the $100,000 you're going to earn next year? A little more achievable? That's what this exercise is about. We want to figure out the right now. So what is the one thing you can do right now for your future? Any ideas?
Plan, sort your database, plan, sort.
Okay, for a sphere-based business, like what some of yours is, and the lead gen model you're pursuing. Okay, what else can you do today? Concrete actions. Okay, do some lead gen activities. Follow up with existing leads. All of those are the right now step that's working us towards the longer term goal. So how about this? The handouts we just gave you give you an exercise to begin what we call goal setting to the now. This is the part, we're going to do this exercise together right now, and I'm going to challenge you all, leave here today and go and share this with the people who matter in your life. Your spouse, your best friend, your children, your business partner, your mailman, doesn't matter. Your actions will impact those people who are a part of your life, so this is your chance not only to involve them in what's going to impact them, but doesn't that give you a little bit of accountability too? Doesn't that give you somebody who's there as a support and a guide? That's kind of cool, right?
Yes.
One of Celia's favorite expressions is, the good news is you don't have a boss. The bad news is you don't have a boss. Sharing your goals with the people who are important in your life helps you create that accountability and connection and support. That's why we do this. So let's turn to exercise number 1, and let's practice together goal setting to the now. For this exercise, you can use big picture, long term, this is what I want to create in my business, this is what I want to do next year, wherever you want to start. But think for just a minute and let yourself dream. On the first line, what is your someday goal? I want to be a level 17 and not work here anymore but collect profit. I want to build an expansion team. I want to be the new team leader. What do you want to do? What's your someday goal? So take a few minutes and dream. Before you jump to the next one, I would love if a couple people would share their someday goals. Please.
Retire a very wealthy woman at age 50.
It's a pretty awesome someday goal,
What did
right?
she say?
She wants to retire a very wealthy woman at age 50. I'm down with that. Can I say that? A little closer for me than for you. What else? What did you let yourself dream? Shannon? Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry, lady. Comfortable retirement, okay. Shannon, you had something to share?
2-bedroom, oceanfront, condo on the beach.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good dream.
Yeah, I'm
Do
gonna
you
do it.
have big dreams like this for someday? How difficult is it to conceive of that in this moment? It's easy to say someday, I'm gonna have a level 7 team, I don't work here anymore, we'll have expansion units all over the place, that's awesome. I have no concept of what that means or how to achieve it if that's my only goal. You with me so far? So here's the deal. Step 2 in this exercise. You've identified your someday goals, so based on your someday goal, what's the one thing you can do in the next 5 years to get you closer to that goal? So think about that one for a minute and dream. You want that beachfront house, that comfortable retirement, whatever that looks like, what will you do in the next 5 years to take you a step on that path? It's okay if this is challenging. Remember, you've got a week to work on this thing before Heather's going to give you the next steps to make it actionable. Somebody like to share what you will do in the next 5 years to get you to your someday goal? I will. You know what my big one is? One of my long-term someday goals is a level 17 with expansion units. 5 years from now, I better already be a level 17 where I don't work there anymore at all. And the only thing I have is accountability. So for me to achieve that particular someday goal, I got to start building toward it. So I know within 5 years I need to have that infrastructure built. Make sense? So guess what's the next step? Based on your someday goal, based on your 5-year goal, what's the one thing you can do in the next year to get to your 5-year goal, which will get you to your someday goal? Starting to see how this stacks up? We're building the dominoes starting with the moon. So guess what comes next? Okay, come on, we're reading. I know a bunch of you guys are working ahead. What does come next? The monthly goals. So based on my 1-year goal, what's the one thing I can do this month, October of 2017, that will help get me to my 1-year goal, that will help get me to my 5-year goal, that will help get me to Shannon's Awesome Beach House? Because I'm going to come hang out there.
And it's gotta be paid for.
Okay, got it. I'm totally coming to hang out with you. What will you do this month that takes you on your path? And when you've figured out your monthly goal, the next smaller domino is weekly. Based on your monthly goal, what will you do this week? Today's Wednesday, call it between now and the end of next week, 7 days, 10 days, whatever you want. What will you do in the next week to help you achieve your monthly goal, to help you achieve your 1-year goal, to help you achieve your 5-year goal, to help you achieve that someday goal? It gets harder to figure out the steps as we work our way backwards. The idea here is when we get to that right now piece, oh gosh, that's easy, I can go do that now. So put the thought into it that you have to. And again, your challenge is work on this week. So after your weekly goal is the daily goal. What one thing can you do today that helps you achieve your weekly goal, that helps you achieve your monthly goal, that helps you achieve your 1-year goal, get in the path here, that helps you achieve your 5-year goal to get to that someday goal? What will you do today? Now is when it gets a little easier because now you're into the concrete action steps, aren't you? And finally, what will you do right now to take you along this amazing journey from here to the moon? And I mean right now. Sitting in this meeting or as soon as you walk out the door, what will you do right now that helps you achieve your 1-day goal and all the way through that progression? I can't do it again, I'll lose track. Would anybody be willing to share your right now goal? Bill? Okay. How many are you calling right now? When you walk out of the meeting, all right, so how many are you calling when you walk out of the meeting? Awesome, so that's Bill's right now and 1-day goal. He's gonna get on the phone, call for sale by owners, and he will speak it to at least 5 before he leaves today. Is that more manageable than that someday goal when it's in isolation? What else? Who else is comfortable sharing a right now goal? There's no wrong answers. Okay, volunteer or voluntold. Who's going to come up with some stuff? Lauren, please.
I'm reading a strict schedule for my regeneration. Like I have to keep a schedule out there, so I have to follow it.
Good.
For myself.
That's an awesome one and entirely achievable today, right? Love it. Thank you. Who else? No joke. I'm going to start walking around just picking people. Who else has a great right now goal they want to share? Because they're all great if it gets you on your pathway. Jorge, what's yours?
follow up with 20 past leads.
Okay. So follow up with 20 past leads gets him on his pathway to his someday goal, which is a very big real estate business. That one I happen to know. Who else? Jen?
Set up my Hootsuite account to do automatic posts to Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, awesome. So she said set up her Hootsuite account to do automatic posts to Facebook and Instagram for her lead gen activities. That's manageable, isn't it? And it gets her on the path.
Figure out what to order for a fall pop-up.
Awesome. So figure out what to order for fall pop buys so that she can order them so she can go do the pop buys. Love it. Let's have one more. Come on, one more. FJ, will you share yours? She's cringing now. Thank you.
Of course. Mine is to do, well, first of all, you gotta understand what the big thing is. The big thing is to be able to do quite happily and financially and blah, 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 4 mission trips a year. So in order to do that and still have the bills being paid. So in order to do that, we've gotta be pulling out consciously some money right now to put into a bank account. I have to open another bank account where it can't be touched, where it can't just be, oh, I'll rob people to pay for, because that never works.
Awesome.
So-
Did you guys in the front here, her long-term goal is 4 mission trips a year without having to worry about the expense and the bills being paid. And the right now is open a bank account. I can start putting money in to make that a possibility. See how this works? Do you like this tool?
Yes.
It's pretty cool when it puts it into the bite-sized pieces. So if you're one thing, you make it smaller. I need 3 appointments a week, and you work all the way backwards. What am I going to do today to work on finding one of those? So here's the cool part. This exercise applies to all sorts of stuff. In the One Thing book, they actually do what they call a 7 circles exercise. What's the one thing for my personal life? What's the one thing for my social life, my health, my spiritual life, my business, my financial? Figuring out what the one thing is, and then you work all the way backwards and find the first domino for each one. And it's a really powerful tool when you put it into that level of use, isn't it? So let's do this. We're going to do one more exercise today, and then I'll let you guys get out of here and really think about this. Exercise 2, the second handout that we gave you, is figuring out those big someday goals in your personal and your business life. 5-year goals, 1-year goals. So you're sort of taking exercise 1 and doing it in groupings now. So 5 personal someday goals. What are the 5-year goals for those? What are the 1-year goals for those? And the exercise continues. Make sense? And then next week, Heather's going to show you how to take all of that cool stuff and turn it into a calendar and a system you can follow. Because this is a great exercise, but if you can't execute it, it's kind of pointless. So this amazing lady consented to come show us how to do it. She's way better at this than I am. So let's work for a couple minutes on exercise 2, and then we'll wrap up our day. just a minute more and wrap up your thoughts for now. Remember, this is an exercise you can keep going on. There are extra copies of both of these on the table in the back if you want to grab some on the way out the door. If we run out, we'll send them out. Get from this? Everybody's so quiet today. Thank you.
If you drill down your goals to basically daily, as opposed to just trying to take a chunk out of your bigger picture, that is important. And you can manage your business if you drill down by day, by week, by month, that's excellent sense.
Thank you. Did you all in the back hear what Lakeisha said? It's more manageable when you take that big someday goal and on a daily basis, it's not just trying to take a chunk out of it, it's actually drilling it down by month, by week, by day, by right now. Makes it more manageable and achievable. What else did you get from this?
Domino effect concept. Do something small now and affect the vast big effect it has on the future. Choosing to live on.
Did you all hear Jacob? He said the domino effect. The small action you take now, the huge impact it has on your future. And we don't even realize it sometimes. Thank you.
I felt like it was harder to do my personal ones. I feel like we chunked down our business goals and we have the MREA to follow. But when I had to go down to my personal goals, like, oh, wait, how do I have to? It was harder to think about because I don't think about my personal goals as often as I look at my business goals.
Love it. Thank you. Did everybody hear Lauren? Personal ones sometimes are tougher. That's all right. The cool part is these tools work for all of it. Write down too, if you get all the way down and say, today's goal is this, and realize it's too big, start over again at the top. Make it your one thing. That's okay. This is sort of infinitely flexible tool. So did you get something out of this that you can use?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, awesome. So what I'm going to say is get out of here and have a great afternoon and go put some more thought into this. There are more copies in the back corner if you need them.
Thank you.
Have a great day, all.
There was a cavity, there was a crown, there was all this stuff. But you know, the thing is that after I left this office, I went to say when my mother-in-law was done with it. I haven't had the first credit, I haven't had the first credit, nothing. But this one thing was the other guy, it's just business. So, you know, with our company, I said to Jeff, you know, we've grown a business, the multi-million dollar business from when we started 10 years ago. And you can easily sell out to BBG or one of these big groups and take the shadow back to the money that's going that way. You like fishing, you like hunting, you made it. You see, that's not what and he says, well, I want to run a business that employees own. I want to share the success with the business and with the guys that made it happen. I said, Jeff, I can't wait to run another 11 years left, you know. So you're honest, but that's what I think is so fun.
Right, so we don't have coaching that comes from Igniters.
It's really expensive to get those infusions, right? So